Mikey and Rinne stay in. Oh, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Hi, guys. Welcome to Mikey and Stay. Oops.
Mikey and we don't need Rinne.
We don't need her. Whoa. Hi, guys. Welcome to Mikey and Rinne Stay In. I'm Mikey.
And I'm Rinne.
And we have a special episode. We're calling this one 4A.
Yeah, nice.
It's an addendum. So we've been having some really fun things happen. So we released all 3 shows a couple days ago, and we've just been getting lots of awesome feedback, right?
Yeah, I think I just want to really say thank you to everyone that's listened and responded, and we've just gotten some really incredible feedback and some really amazing stories, mostly from friends, but things that we weren't aware of, and it's really just opened up a whole new opportunity, I think, for this show. And I'm just feeling really grateful that people are actually taking an hour and a half plus from their day to listen to us gab into microphones. So thank you. And it's really inspired us to sort of rethink what the show is and what it's here to do.
Totally.
And so what we've thought is that we're going to dedicate a segment every show to the untold stories of women's health. We feel like we're in a really somewhat precarious time with sort of abortion rights being rolled back and just sort of the response that we've gotten about talking about the miscarriage. We feel like this is a really cool opportunity to hear from women stories that are triumphant, stories that are really sad, stories that we just don't hear very often, because I think a lot of times women are like fucking warriors, man, and they just kind of trudge through. And
and I think that there's a lot of people, men and women, that tell them to not tell those stories.
Yes.
I think there's a lot of people. I mean, look at all the things that are happening with obviously access to healthcare in general, but especially the laws that are being passed where if people, they have to bury or cremate the baby. Yeah, I mean, it's just all these things that are, Republicans don't want to hear positive abortion stories. They also don't want to hear, negative birth stories. I mean, these are all things that, I don't know, I think a lot of it just comes down to that they don't want to hear from women. People don't want to let women speak up and tell their true stories.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And so, and it's, this show, I think what we want it to become is we're telling our story of kind of our ups and downs of trying to have a baby and trying to build our family and our life. And we really would love to hear stories from people, happy stories about pregnancies, sad stories about this or that, miscarriage stories, abortion stories. What is it like to try to get healthcare as a woman with no insurance? What is it like to try to receive access to positive healthcare as a woman of color? We also want to, so what we're calling for is whatever you want to do. If you want to come to our house and
that'd be fun.
Oh my gosh, I love it. We can sit you right in between us. You can sit with Abby on your lap. It'd be so fun. But if you want to come here and talk to us about some things, tell us a story, great. If you want to send us a voice memo, you can do that. You can record it on your phone and send it to letseat at mikeyandrinnestayin.com. You can also call us, and I guess that would be the voice memo. Yeah, but you can also, what was the other thing I was going to say?
Well, I think you can email us a story and we'll read it.
Yep.
If you'd prefer to not have your voice on the show and you'd rather it come through us.
And these things can be totally anonymous.
Sure.
We'd also love to hear from practitioners, so people that are doing things that are really cool and progressive, people that have stories of mishaps that they've seen in hospitals that they really want to get out there into the world to see if we can change them. I don't know. I just want to hear all the stories. I think it'd be great. And obviously I'm a man. I think. Some people might argue that point. Football fans would probably say that you're not a real man. But I kind of want to play the like ignorant man on the show, like the like uninformed. I don't really know a lot about healthcare in general. I don't know a lot about any of the stories. If you've listened to the first 3 or 4 episodes of the show, I knew nothing about pregnancy, birth, hospitals, all that. And so I want to learn about these things. I want to be that person, so I can maybe be a proxy for men in this conversation. I'm also your biggest ally, women in general. So
I can attest to that. I think we're sort of coming to you really humbly in a way, because we're curious and we're excited at the feedback that we got, and so we're navigating this with you on some level.
Totally.
And really hoping that it's something that people will find useful and that people will engage with. So
yeah,
I feel like I'm approaching this with a lot of humility and
definitely.
Yeah, and excitement. I'll just repeat myself again.
Perfect. But I mean, yeah, I think the inception of the show, we were just kind of like, hey, you want to like talk at each other for a half hour every week and like make
be
fun
narcissistic.
show? Right. And we can like talk about like, I mean, we're still going to recipes. It's still going to be funny, all those things. But I think that what we realized after people started giving us feedback was, oh, actually, these stories have a ton of value.
Yeah, there's a nugget there that's really, really valuable.
And just, I think everyone heard and saw how brave Rinne was telling her story of her miscarriage, and it's a new thing. A lot of people don't talk about that. It's something that's refreshing, and I think that there's a lot of these stories that people don't hear a lot. So we'd love to have a platform for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's eat at Mikey and Rinne Stay In.
Yeah.
You can email us, send us a voice memo. You can come here and we'll eat with you.
Yeah, we'll feed you if you talk into our microphones.
That's correct. That's
The
how we
offer's
do
on
in
the
this
table.
house. We're like a couple of Italian grandmas. So.
Definitely. Okay, guys. So yeah, this is a shorty, but this is gonna come out at the same time as episode 4, and so check it out. And then by episode 5, I think we're gonna have an interview, perhaps. But we're gonna have kind of some new content. We're gonna tell some stories.
Yeah. So episode 4 we recorded before.
Yes.
We sort of knew the new direction of the show, so that one will be a little different. And then episode 5 will kind of be our new direction.
Perfect. All right, guys. I'm Mikey.
And I'm Rinne.
And tonight,
We're gonna
stay in. Are you gonna test your mic?
Testing my mic.
Testing my mic. Yeah.